What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the boxing clinic. It's Turkey Day over in America. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody that's celebrating it, and we here. And apparently, let's jump right into it. A couple early morning grind videos this Thanksgiving, and Billy Joe Saunders is concerned about being robbed against David Lemieux in Canada. He knows what's going on, and what's actually going on is this. Golden Boy wants David Lemieux to get that belt so they can match him and Canelo together in May. That's their number one priority. You know, I know we reported Oscar said that Triple G and Canelo 2 is going down in May. If it was going down like that, why does Gennady Golovkin come out and say he's not sure if the rematch is going to happen? But he says, I want to go after the WBO belt. That's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? We know the WBC is already arranging an interim title belt with Triple G's mandatory Jamal Charlo and Hugo Centennial Jr., I believe his name is. He's managed by Al Heyman, just like Charlo, to fall potentially on the Earl Spence and Lamont Peterson undercard as a co-feature. But, you know, if Triple G doesn't get the Canelo rematch, where it looks like the WBC thing gets a foregone conclusion that it will happen. If it doesn't happen, then they must force Triple G to face Jamal Charlo, which it doesn't sound like they want to do. From past interviews Abel Sanchez has done and things of that nature. And what they could have easily done was order Danny Jacobs versus Jamal Charlo for an interim title belt to the right to fight Triple G, but they skipped over Danny Jacobs for whatever reason it is. So Billy Joe Saunders is kind of a key hog in here. He has the final piece that Golovkin wants, and he can milk Golovkin for all the money he wants to, or just walk away, because Golovkin is an alphabet title holder. He's not ranked into the He's not going to be ranked in any of the sanctioning belt bodies. The title that he don't have, which is WBO. But all this goes in to Golden Boy's intention. You know, Billy Joe Saunders knows the deal. He knows if it's close, he gets knocked down a few times, whatever happens, and he lets this fight become close, that the hometown kid, David Lemieux, is going to win. He said he never would have took the fight if he didn't think he could beat David Lemieux convincingly. And David Lemieux is not all that. You know, he's a puncher. He's dangerous in the front half of the fight. If you can get to the back half of the fight, Billy Joe Saunders should be able to outbox him. Billy Joe Saunders did look like dog shit on the last time out. He was, you know, Willie Monroe, he was a counter puncher. I say whoever was the aggressor would have lost. Because, you know, him and Willie Monroe Jr. is not good at being an aggressor. You know, Billy Joe Saunders is really, you know, a counter-puncher type of guy, in my opinion. And David Lemieux is playing right into his hands. He's the most skillful fighter, but Billy Joe Saunders has not been active, and he's not looked his best, you know, of late. And I believe if Kurtich never would have got hit with the Rico and that fight would have happened, I think he would have beat Billy Joe Saunders. But David Lemieux plays into Billy Joe Saunders' hands. Billy Joe Saunders just got to do what Billy Joe Saunders does and counterpunch and look good. When in the sport of boxing today, where, you know, people were up in arms about Triple G losing and being aggressive versus Canelo, you see they had a knee-jerk reaction to Joseph Parker just moving forward, and he got outboxed by Hughie Fury, and they just gave him the victory over Hughie Fury just because he was the aggressor. And you start to see the trend now that these judges are now scoring the fights like Harold Letterman after that Canelo Triple G fiasco, and they scoring that for the aggressor. So that shit worried Billy Joe Saunders a bit. But like he said, he never would have went over there if he didn't think he could beat David Lemieux convincingly. He knows the position that he in. The money was right for him to go over there. He knows what he's up against. He knows that he can knock out David Lemieux. David Lemieux has a cotton, Charmin soft chin. You know, he's knocked out a few times. You know, I understand he took a beating versus Triple G, but it's different when Triple G is pounding on you. You seeing all the shots coming, you can take it. When a counterpuncher is hitting you, he don't have to be a big puncher to get you out of there. Hit you with a punch, especially when you're aggressive, that you don't see coming, and it's hook right, good night, you know. So Billy Joe Saunders knows that he always got a puncher's chance in this fight as well, and he has the skill advantage in this fight as well. But if he doesn't come correct, he's going to get knocked out, and that's where I'm wavering on this fight about. You know, I don't know. You know, he was in shape last time versus Willie Monroe, and I understand they both was counterpunchers, and it made for a nasty fight, but he didn't look good at all. He looked like he's over the hill, past his prime. And David Lemieux might be able to mix this thing up and kind of put the Canelo Triple G 2 fight on ice and get a Canelo fight. Because the objective for promoters is to keep big fights in house and keep all the fights in house so they keep all the money and recoup all the money. And that's the deal. But he definitely should be worried about it. And when you're worried about something like that, you should be training and crossing all your T's and dotting all your I's to make sure you go out there and get a knockout. Go to Canada, get a knockout. This is a guy, David Lemieux, who's been knocked out a few times, who got a soft chin, and it can be done. So all the stuff Billy Joe Saunders talking, it's good and all, but nobody gonna have no sympathy even if you do get robbed. We gone.